Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Brings up 2nd and 9. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Right side to Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Christian Isian on the stop. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Love now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Love. And this time will be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 50, it's gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. A gain of 12. And the Lions, first down.
Goff. To the left side, he finds Tesla. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Goff. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Goff. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far. Incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 65 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
It's the score. Packers 7, Lions 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
14 yards.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
Back to throw, Goff. Throw left side, complete. That's Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
7-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down. Here's gone. And that'll get me off target and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's gone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
85 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Gone.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. As clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Kraft. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Lions 3. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, he's got to slow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Somebody gotta go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking offside, and he's got him in. That's Reed. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, Love to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Love from the gun.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run with Watson.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
A 23-yard run.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Now gone. He's got it to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions
Goff now to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Goff. He'll drop this out to Pacheco. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Want to see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. To the air again. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Goff.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
From 10 yards out.
and the Lions get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Lions 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. But at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Lions an extra DB in the game now here on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Nifty move. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Lions will take over.
18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw is gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Goff.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Second and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and...
Here's Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
38 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Jack Watts to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he powers his way up past the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Glove. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And his throw is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just
confused.
off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's gone. That's complete to the Porter. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff now looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Goff throwing again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Again, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Bates' kick is good. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So we'll see the onside kick here right out of the 2-minute warning. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
He did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has a Packer 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here's Jacobs.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A run. It's Watson.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead.